early with me lately because it's been so cold. So I'll like roll over and she'll be right there. And I'm like, yes, a little heater. Anyway, welcome back everybody to another episode of Polite as Fuck.
Hello.
We are slowly like inching our way into the new year, feeling good, feeling motivated, positive, trying to just keep the spirits alive in this house. We didn't even talk about a 10 and 10. I feel like since we just decided that we were just not doing that, which I love, which I can cut this out.
I feel like it's still fun, but
only when it matters.
Nothing came to us, so we're just starting. Yeah. And that's fine.
And that's how it goes. But I'm excited to talk about we talked about maybe not necessarily have full on I'm gonna list my 10 goals for the year.
Whoa, why do you sound like that?
Because that's what I think motivation sounds like. But a theme and just a vibe, a theme, what we're feeling, the energy that we want to start off with. So I'm excited to dive into it. I do have some tangible things, but more so the boring stuff, like doctor's appointments and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's interesting because I love the new year. I get so excited. I'm like, fresh start. I feel like last episode I was like, yeah, we're leaving this all behind. And then I had my first full week back at work, and I gotta say, I'm like...
dead inside?
Dead.
Yeah. Dead.
And I don't want to be, I want to find that New Year's excitement again, and I'm sure will ebb and flow, but I don't know if it's getting older or what it is. I fully understand why people think resolutions are dumb.
Yeah, they're stupid as fuck.
Because I'm the same person I was a week ago. I just got a little excited there for a second.
Yeah. High on Christmas lights and shit. And then you come back and you're like, everything is exactly the same.
But I don't know how we want to do this. I will say, so for the last 2 years, I have written myself letters at the beginning of the year.
You are so good at this.
I've only done it twice, but thanks. And it is really crazy. So what I've done is I've written myself a letter to the end of year me, as if I just lived that year, and how I think I'm feeling and whatever.
Whoa.
I gotta say, it is actually insane reading these back. I read the one that I wrote for this year. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. So you are writing it so you're writing it now as if you're pretending it's a diary entry in December of 2026.
Yes.
Oh my God. So manifestation.
Oh no, I know. Okay, well, so the one in 2024, the first time I ever did it, that was the year of everything happening. Half Ironman, marathon, Miami, birthday, all these things. And I hadn't started volunteering yet. I hadn't started coaching yet. And I wrote all of these things in the letter to myself. I'm like, you got a coaching job, you started volunteering, you blah, 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 blah. And I remember reading this at the end of last year, and I was like,
whoa,
that's insane. So the one that I wrote at the beginning of 2025, I was reading my letter from last year. I was blown away by the power of setting intentions and manifesting for my life. I don't want to bring hardship, but I know I conquered a lot this year.
Ooh.
And 2025 is fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I'm already crying, and I hate listening to people cry, so pull it back in. But it was just crazy. I go on, and at the end of the thing, I'm like, you're strong, you're brave, you're powerful, I love the person that you are. And I'm just that's crazy, because I hadn't even started going to my new therapist. I hadn't even done any of the things that I did, and I forgot what I wrote in this. It's not I literally wrote it and put it away. Yeah. And I never read it again until last week when I got my planner out, and I was like, that is crazy. That I feel like I kind of knew it was going to be a really hard year because things were already starting to happen.
Yeah.
And I just really tried to be what does future me need? And how, I think that really did carry through the whole year, even though I wasn't like reading this again and thinking about it all the time. And
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of crazy
Yeah.
that you can set an intention for your year and live it out. And maybe resolutions, like I didn't do all the goals that I said explicitly, but I think that I knew in the direction that I was going and like what I wanted. And I don't know why I decided to get emotional and talk about that, but that is a cool thing you can do.
No, I love that. And it kind of is like a perfect opportunity for us to do that now. I mean, obviously, we're not going to write a letter right this second, but
Yeah.
like what it is the intention that we want to bring to this new year.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think it was my idea, but I don't remember where I got it from.
I love those. It's so wholesome. And also, I think that it's probably really good for you to like have that as a reminder.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
It is. Oh my gosh. Well, I feel silly for like going into my goals now because that was so wholesome. But I just like, I don't know. I don't know. We already kind of did like a recap of 2025, but I think for me, I want to kind of just take everything that I've learned from 2025, I don't know, and be better, hotter, stronger. Like I want all of that. Like
Wait, what is that song? Son, better, faster, stronger.
Yes,
that
that is what I want into 2026. Like I don't want to get ahead of myself. I know that I have goals. I want to stay like motivated, but I think there's just this like energy that I'm like brewing that I think has been brewing for 2025 where I would just like, yeah, shit would happen, but I'd just be like, you know, like I'm doing everything I can, so I might as well like enjoy life. So I want to continue that and have that be like my energy. I am like so grateful that I'm out of, I mean, it's still there. Even my therapist was like, you seem sad. And I'm like, you should have seen me 2 weeks ago. Because I actually feel so much better. I know. I'm like, I think it's just, I guess she caught me on not a great day, but thank God, because I think I needed that. But I think it's just like, there is a shift, a change, and I'm excited to like not be in this like pit of despair because there are things that I want to accomplish and I have been feeling good that it would be such a shame to like use the hardship of, you know, the winter time as like this is what 2026 is going to be like.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that in you, and it's I love living with you. We've talked about it before, but I feel like it is very motivating or helpful or just, you know, like seeing your attitude about something or you doing something or whatever it is, because it can be so easy when you're by yourself or thinking like in your own head to just be like, my life is horrible and I can't get out of this.
Yeah.
And even like last night when you got that stupid email, it was like obviously very frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bring up bad things, but I feel like past Ellie would have not.
That would have been a meltdown.
That would have been like the end of the night.
Yeah.
For you, which is totally understandable because it's freaking frustrating. But I feel like you literally were like, well, there's nothing I can do about it right now. And I was like, damn, girl. Okay, I love that.
It's hard. It's hard. I think I'm just trying to take it like day by day. Like a perfect place to start off with for me, I feel like is, you know, obviously I'm looking at the year and the next thing that I'm looking at is my birthday, obviously, which I feel like has brought me so much stress because I don't want to like, even now, like I'm excited, but I really don't want to like look back. I kind of just want to keep it low key. I don't want to put too much stress and pressure because I don't want to feel like uncomfortable. Like reset and reflection and all that shit will happen. So I don't want to like force it just for the sake of like a birthday. But
yeah.
So I think changing my mindset has like shifted. And so it leads me like being excited. And also I want to have people over. And I think that just sets like a really good intention for the year of like having people over in the space. That was one thing that we had mentioned was something that we really enjoyed about 2025. And now I'm like, okay, let's again carry
Keep
all of the
going.
good things into this year. And I think that's like such an easy thing for us to do. And I am excited to like kind of start off the year like that.
I think that's really good because when I was reflecting about like what I wanted to do more of or have more whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Have in this year. I do think like last year I was very much a homebody and I think I needed that. I said no to a lot of things for the first time. I feel like I bailed on plans, which is very unlike me. Like, the plan would be like happening and I'm like, I physically can't do this. I don't want to do this, and I would not do it. But I think I went so far, like even just comparing 2024 to 2025, I went from like one end of the spectrum to the other, and I think for this year I really want to find like balance with that. And so I feel like it's so good to bring people into the space, because it's like, yeah, I want to hang out with people. I want to do stuff and make memories and not just be like alone all the time. But I do think I need that time also. So I feel like that will be good to have people over, because there's still plans happening. And I want to make more plans this year, but I don't want to be overwhelmed by my schedule.
Yeah.
Finding the balance.
I definitely think this year is going to be a lot of like a little bit again on this like fitness and health journey. I mean, there's like only so much that I feel like I can do without it being like overwhelming or a little bit too like toxic. But I think just continuing with like a really good schedule and just focusing on being like healthy, I guess. I don't know. Someone had just said like drink more water. I just like looked at people's like goals for the year, and I'm like, that is so true. I think I just don't make it a priority. I just drink when I'm thirsty, and I think I want to be a little bit more like it sounds so stupid, like woo woo when I say intentional, but it's like I really should just, if I'm gonna drink as much coffee as I do, I need to wake up early, or not early, like whatever, wake up and like have a big glass of water. Because I will go.
Funny. I've been so cognizant of that recently.
I will literally go right into like wake up. I'm not even kidding you. My coffee mug is huge. Like I drink so much coffee, and then I make more when I get back from my walk. I can't stop. That is my like hydration, and I'm like, I really should just be a little bit more like intentional. And then I think just hearing back to the clip that you just cut from our last episode of like how it's like beauty comes from within and blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, I really should practice that shit. But it's like when I'm making my like mood board for this year, like things that I'm thinking of, or which I'll talk a little bit more about, but I just like, I love food. I love dining out. I like going out. I work at a restaurant, for fuck's sake. So I think like if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right and do it with like intentionality and like enjoy what I'm putting in my body and make it healthy. So I have these like, fruit boards and cheese boards and and it's like maybe I should just like be a little healthy and drink water and eat fruit and shit. So it sounds so cliche, but it's just.
But it's little things. I also have been thinking a lot about this too, because I'm like, what big thing, what monumental thing do I want to do this year? And I'm like, I don't think there's anything huge. I think it is literally just like small little changes or things I want to add into my life. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to overwhelm myself by being like, I have to do these all right now.
Yeah.
Like one thing I would like to be able to like consistently run, let's just say a 10K at any point in time. And so this month, the only thing I have thought of for this month, I have not like made any other goals for my year this far, was that I wanted to try and run every day in January. And that doesn't mean run 5 miles every day. I've literally run like 2 miles.
I love that.
And that is mostly all the workout that I've been doing. And that's fine. And that feels sufficient for me. And I'm like, I'm proud of myself that whatever day we're in to January, not that far, but I've done it every day,
Yeah.
And I think it's not like, okay, but now that I've run every day, I'm going to do a ultra marathon. Like it doesn't need to be extreme.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. Like it just changing fruit to fruit. Mm-hmm. Or I've also been like, I have to drink a glass of water before I have coffee. That's what the rule I've made for myself.
Because it's so bad.
Yeah. I also have to eat. I have to eat, drink a glass of water, and then I'll do that.
I will not be eating, but I will drink water. I think too, I didn't want to be like negative because we did our like outs last year, but I think along that same line, something that I'm really trying to focus on this year is bringing grocery stores back. I need to, like, it's become way too easy for me to make these like quick meals. And I think it's like, it's helpful with like my schedule, but also like, why have I put restrictions on food? Like, why do I have to eat? I'm like, whatever, I don't need to get into it, but I just will go to Trader Joe's and buy everything I could possibly need there and never step foot in a grocery store. And I've been doing it like this entire year, all last year. And I remember when I lived in San Francisco, I despised Trader Joe's. I never
You
went
did
to
when
that
you
Trader
first
Joe's.
moved here.
I was like, I refuse. I'm going to Safeway. I'm going to Vons. I'm going to, whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, while, homegirl on a budget, so I will be entering Trader Joe's, I'm sure. But I think just, again, going back to the grocery store, like actually putting something together at home,
Yeah.
it's difficult when you are like one person because then you end up eating like the same meal like 7 days in a row. But I enjoy that and I want to get back into it. And I think it's just like, I need to just not, it's become too easy.
I agree. I think Trader Joe's, like, it's a necessary evil. Sometimes you just need, like, it's already Tuesday. I have no food in the house. I haven't made a grocery list and I'm starving. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to Trader Joe's because I know I can just grab things and have food for the week. And sometimes, like, you need that. But I do think when you have the time, when you can be intentional, when you're like, I just want to make one meal this week or, like, try one new thing or this pin that I pinned a while back. Like, I finally want to make it. That it makes cooking more enjoyable, which, as you guys probably know, I have not been a big cooking person, but I really started baking a lot at the end of last year. Got a KitchenAid for Christmas, and I would like to continue, slowly, like I said, little things, introducing.
I love going home to snacks and treats.
More baking and more cooking, and just, yeah, my budget, like, I got this app, and it's become my new addiction. Even when I haven't...
Yeah, I don't know if you love it or hate it. I can't tell. Because you like it, but I'm like, but does she?
I love knowing immediately, like, where I'm at in my budget, but it also is, like, kind of, I don't know, maybe it makes me, like, angry at myself. I'm like, you had your budget for restaurants for the month. My budget for restaurants for the month is done. I've used it up.
We're halfway through the month.
And that's why, like, we're going out tonight, and I'm like, I'm not drinking, because, like, why? I've already used up literally the money that I set aside, I used it up. So, like,
Great.
I have to punish myself.
So be doing drugs instead. No, just kidding.
So I will be taking chocolate. But, yeah, and I think it's just, like, old Erica, it's so easy for me to eat out. I think that I, in the past, have made food the majority of my budget. And I've been okay with that because it's convenient and I enjoy it. But then when it's like, you can make a meal for less than $10 or you can buy a meal for $25, and then that just every day is happening, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to watch the little thing go, go, go. And I'm like, okay, you gotta stop.
Yeah. For me, it's just like, I don't know. Again, the Trader Joe's meals are so quick, but I'm like, I'm eating it and I'm like, this, it tastes bland. There's no...
Yeah.
hard work. I'm like, I'm not eating I'm just like, feel like I'm eating for the sake of eating and not like actually enjoying the time.
Yeah.
So, not to like fully fucking pivot. This is like a total 180 to what we were talking about because talking about saving money and all of this stuff. But one of my other goals this year is I've just had this idea in the back of my mind for every place that I go. I wish I could be a little bit more like strict with myself. But like, I put dining out intentionally. I love this word today. Man, I should drink it.
So much intention.
So much intention. But I'm just like, if I go out and have a drink, or if I go out and have an appetizer somewhere, I normally go to like the same 4 places because I know that I like them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will be driving somewhere and see like, oh, that place looks cool, or that place looks like a fucking shit show. I should go just check it out. Using like these opportunities where I go to the same 2 places to go like, oh no, actually, like, let me just go.
There's a wine bar down the street that I've wanted to go to.
The next door or whatever.
I don't know.
Have you been to
it?
No, but I drive past it all the time. There's another bar down the road that I want to go to, Chico Club. I'm like, it looks like a fucking dive bar, and I want to go in so bad.
I do too.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, I want to write them down. I want to actively just be like, hey,
plan. Like, let's go on Friday or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
I agree. I don't think it's like, maybe the way I explained it a second ago was all or nothing, but it is like when I am not thinking, then I will just go wherever and spend money. But it's like when it's a treat, when it's an experience, when it's oh, like I have this plan to go
It's
to
like a
this
whole thing.
place, then it's exciting and you don't mind spending the money.
Yeah.
But when you look at your bank account and you're like, I don't even remember where I went this month.
Yeah. When I have to start Googling like the ATM
Yeah.
thing just to be like, where was I?
What
Why
did-
did I spend this?
Why did I spend $42? What was I
God,
doing?
that's the worst. I feel so like, how you stupid bitch. How you forget this? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see what else. Oh yeah, like I said, the other things that I want to do this year are, well, I started off this year, let me tell you guys, I got my haircut, I went to the dentist, I'm getting my annual checkup, and I'm gonna get my brakes done. That's happening in
Wow,
January.
okay.
It's on my list. It's gonna get
Damn,
done.
girl.
So half of them are already done. So I just think like staying up to date with that shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, again, with this like health fitness stuff, I think it's just, again, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just shifting my anxiety of turning 30 from don't face it to now I'm like overly facing it, like bitch, don't get old. Stay on top of your shit. That I'm like, but that's just something that I'm thinking about. So
I also have been thinking about something. Okay, but I was listening to what we said earlier. And what is her name? JC? Had mentioned that she wants to like be creating more. But so she mentioned she wants to be creating more because she spends so much time like planning, thinking, writing, and I do the same thing, and I do it in work, and I have my boss at my current job is very much like, we'll be on the phone talking about something, and I'll be saying like, oh, like this, like we would need to set this up, or we would need to change this, and he's like, okay, let's do it right now, like while we're on the call. And that is so not like me. Like I literally need to put it on my calendar a few days from now. I need
Yeah,
to think
same.
about it. I need to
Yeah.
like maybe write out like what I'm gonna do in order to change the thing, and then I do it, and it took me 10 minutes. But he's very much like, on the call, share your screen, do it, change, whatever. I might break something, but then we can like fix it. And I wish that I had that in me, that my
too.
like first reaction was to just like, oh, I got my super bill from my therapist, I'm just gonna submit it right now. No, I have it unread in my inbox for days.
For days.
And then I'll put it on my planner for next week. And it's just like, that's why my to-do lists keep going. All that long-windedness to say, like, I have been thinking about different things I want to do. I've been planning them. I've been pinning them. I've been talking about them. And I'm not doing them. And when I was home for Christmas, one of the things I had said I wanted to do was woodworking. And my mom organized this class with the teacher from the middle school. And I did it while I was home. If she hadn't pushed me or like set that up, I would still be talking about how I want to do woodworking. Well, now that I've actually done something about it, like tomorrow I'm going to go sand the table, and I'm really excited to go stain it. And then I've signed up for another class that's happening later this month. And it's like, sometimes you just got to shut up and like go do the thing that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's like, probably not going to go perfectly, and I think that's okay, but at least then you know. Because, like, when I wouldn't stop talking about crocheting, literally for months, it was bothering me, and then I sat down to try and do it, and I was like, this isn't really fun.
Yeah.
Then I knew. And it's like, great, on to the next thing, you know?
I do. And I really wish I could do that. I'm just like thinking of so many things. Like, I really have such a hard time with that. Even when you were talking about your letters for the year, I'm like thinking doing it, and I'm like, can I just say you have everything on one side of one letter and it fits perfectly? Could never write a letter like that. Are you kidding me? I'm always the person that starts out, I need lines because I start the card or whatever real big, and then towards the end I'm like, and like
arrow
curving,
to the back.
yes, yeah, curving around the corner to go up to finish my thought, and then like have my little signature. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so extra, but
That's so funny.
I totally relate to that, and I think it is just like, just do it. And I think it's so much easier, and it's, again, another kind of example of what you were saying is, last night I was trying to put together my like birthday invitation just to like send. We have like a
Cute.
girl, I just need to send it.
Yeah.
Made it, like it, sitting in Canva.
Oh, no.
Because I'm just like, I don't know. And then, I'll get this, I was like, my thought process last night was, okay, I will send this to myself tomorrow, and then in my notes app I will just like write out like an idea of like the text that I want to say. I'm like, bitches, show up at this time, come or don't come, I don't know what to tell you, celebrate or not, I don't know. But I'm like, it's like, it's a whole thing, and when it's in writing, like I could say that to them to their face, but in writing I can't be like, I don't know, I could. They'd probably think it's funny. But I'm just like, oh, why do I have to?
It's, I don't know.
God,
it's the
like
way our
so
brains
stupid.
are. But I have really been trying with, I have been thinking about this a lot. And like, I've been doing it with things that don't matter. Like chores. For example, if I see that the dishwasher is clean and I'm like waiting for my food, rather than me being like, oh, I'll do that whatever time
Like
in my
as soon
head,
as the thought comes in,
I just start doing it.
That's smart.
And not saying I'm perfect and that it's happening everywhere in my life, but I have been trying with like little things when I'm like, I got home from my trip and all my shit was all over my floor, and I came home and I was like, I don't want to keep slowly making little piles until the pile is gone. Like, let me just clean this up right now and just be done with it. Like, yeah, I'm getting very passionate, but I am really trying to stop thinking about things so much and just do the thing. Yeah. And whether I keep doing it or not doesn't matter, but at least I've done it. And I can have a new thought come into my brain.
Yeah. I think another thing I've been thinking a lot about is with this like newfound energy that I have, just like positivity, I don't know what the hell. I don't even know if it's that. It's just, I'm really concerned that my therapist said I seem sad, because I really thought I was doing better. Like, I had therapy a few days ago, so I'm kind of confused, but whatever.
My therapist calls me out and stuff, and I'm like, I thought I was laughing because it was funny, and she was like, you're giggling, but like, why are you giggling? Are you, and then we dig into it, and then I'm like, well, fine, I guess I was uncomfortable, so I giggled, but like, I didn't think I was uncomfortable, I don't know.
I know. Whatever. Anyway. Well, we're on the up and up is what I'm trying to say. But with that being said, like, so many things and ideas are popping into my mind about like how, okay, for instance, like changing careers, or not even changing, but just like getting motivated to explore different like job options and put myself out there in different ways, or whatever, like the person that I want to be. Anyway, long story short, just like manifestation in a way of like slowing down and really visualizing. I just think I have a tendency in my life to like numb out. I mean, we all have like our vices, but I just like really, I don't like silence. I don't like sitting with myself. Erica knows, like when I'm around the house, like I'll be doing stuff, but I will have my headphones in all the time. I am listening to music, podcast, book, like I will circulate through all of them throughout the day, just because like I need like background noise. I don't know, like ADHD or something, but I'm just like, I need something just to like, I don't want to just listen to my thoughts, and I don't want to deal with it. And so I feel like it's just time to just like sit with it and just see what happens and what comes up. And you saying that episode of what we said, I think it was either this episode or last episode, where they both of them were talking about just like, when you do nothing is when you become your most creative. And I think that that's so true, is when I am just sitting around not like numbing out on my phone, or just like listening to some random shit where I can just lay down and do nothing. It's like kind of silent or whatever. I'm like, oh, like I did want to kind of like search up this one thing, or like I did want to figure out this like camera setting, and like, or I did want to do this, and it's like, oh, well, now I have that time to do that, rather than just, and then that's like two trains of thought, because then on the other hand, like I do kind of just want to like sit and do nothing and just like visualize and get a little bit more like woo woo in the way of like rewiring my brain to be like, oh my gosh, okay, I can do nothing. I can sit and like be uncomfortable. And then I think from there, and having practices could maybe help with like some of these like people pleasing tendencies that I have. So I can actually continue this goal of like just letting go. Like I kind of had last year, like not caring about what people think. And I think this year of just like letting go of things that I literally cannot change. So
it's way easier said than done. But I think it is like, that is a big thing I've been learning in therapy too, is this like mindfulness and just taking time to literally like 5 minutes a day or whatever, like just sit and just be, and it is so hard, and it's crazy that that's difficult, and but it is really important because of what you said, like the things that come to your brain when you're not, oh, like I need to go to the store, I need to do this, I have this, I'm listening to this, whatever it is. It's really helpful. And you made me also think of when you mentioned career, or like how that can be intimidating, or you don't want to think about it, or whatever it is. When I was reading my letter back to myself, I had kept it very, I guess, vague. I think at the time, like when I was writing it, I'm sure I was thinking about being in grad school, but I kept it vague of like, you are on the right career path, or you found something that you're curious about and you're learning, and that's really exciting. And I am, like, I've shifted my career. It might not be that I'm going to grad school right now, but I am like my title is completely different than anything I've ever done, and I am learning every day, and I'm challenged every day. We don't need to go into the company, but like as far as my career goes, I don't feel what I was feeling before was a dread of like, if I am doing this for 10 more years, I think I will be miserable. And now I think about, if I'm doing this for 10 more years, how much like this career path will change and evolve, and it's not necessarily like something I'm dreading. So I feel like that's a good feeling, and and maybe it goes back to the action thing, maybe it goes to just sitting with your thoughts, but it's like, you might have an idea of what you think you want to do, and you have to try it, or see, or take steps, and then be like, this doesn't feel right, or what other opportunities open up when you are just like giving yourself a chance to receive them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whether it's career or whatever it is. I think I'm definitely going to write specific goals. I do enjoy doing that, even though I started by saying, I don't know why people do resolutions. I still do.
Well, I think they're different. Like,
Yeah.
to me, a resolution is like, I'm gonna start, I don't know, it's like all of these things I feel like I know that we're capable of. Like, I guess I could just say, like, a resolution is like letting go, or like stop people pleasing, but it's like, that's gonna be who I am because of the tendency that I have. But I think like I can shift my mindset. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the word resolutions.
I think if and when we do like our actual goals episode of like what we specifically have, one idea I am having for myself this year is kind of just like making a list of things that I find that I think would be interesting to try, or that I'd like to achieve, or whatever it is, and then breaking it out, and like when the start of the month happens, picking one from that list to try, because I'm like kind of digging that I'm just doing running for this month, and then like that's literally the only thing I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
And then next month maybe I'll do something else with health and fitness, or pick something from a list that I make that it doesn't exist yet. But I feel like that feels more manageable to me than like, I have 15 things I want to do this year, and like we get to December and I'm like, well, I haven't done all of these, and I don't really have time to do the rest, nor do I care.
Yeah, well, because I think that we would all rather do like 12 really solid, good goals than like 100 half-started,
Yeah,
unfinished,
exactly.
like random shit. I love that. That's such a good idea. That kind of reminds me of, I think a few years ago we talked about like each month having a theme, and I think I've really kind of held on to that too. And I don't know what it is, but January is always like the doctor theme. Just like get the appointments out of the way.
I need to do that. I have not been to a primary care. I don't think I've ever been to primary care
Since, I know.
as an adult. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think my last primary care doctor was in high school when I had to do like a physical for swim.
Yeah, but I'm sure like your wellness exam, like as a we'll discuss off camera.
I've been to the gyno.
And then they'll do like, you know, if they like touch your boobs and shit, then you're fine. You know, that
Okay.
sounds bad, but women, you guys know. You know, like they just make sure that like, I don't think, because then they check like your lymph nodes. Like I don't know if you need to do like what we did in high school was like, you know, like your whole like, can you do 10 push-ups or whatever the fuck the doctor made us do, you know?
Yeah. I hate, not to go too far down the doctor rabbit hole, but it's always just such a unfortunate thing when you're in like your clothes and your shoes and they're like, get on the scale, and I'm like, this is not really what I weigh, okay? I just ate and I have all my big clothes on. this is my trauma with scales, but I hate it. I literally never go on a scale, even though I have one in my room.
Honestly, get rid of it. It's been so helpful.
I dust it off every time I clean my floors, and then I push it right back under my sink.
So it's clean.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. I mean, I do have some like other goals that I have for the year, but they're like a little bit more tangible, so we can talk about them like the next time that we do like actual like physical goals. But I think just overall, I think that there's a little bit of a shift. I don't want to end like on too of like a dark note, but I think 2025, starting with like where we're at a country, kind of like set this tone for the year. And I think we're all, at least in like my like friend group or in my like sphere of people, like we're all just trying to live life the best we can, while also just trying to like help thy neighbor, and help the community as the best we can. And while I feel positive, like I'm not gonna lie, like the start of January has been pretty like sad and dark and like scary, and it makes me, but then I see like all the protests happening, and I just see like the community, and so it kind of just, again, it feels like we're just, these next few years are just gonna be like this like balance between like, how do I find joy when I wake up? And then how do I make sure that I'm contributing to being a good citizen in this like country that we call, the greatest on the planet, So it's like, I just find that like such a weird line to walk, but I also find it like extremely like, beautiful in a way that like I get to spend it with this community and like be a part of, and thankfully have like-minded people that are like actively putting in the work to like make this country better, because my fucking God. So alongside all of these things, it's just like, keeping those things in mind. And I don't know, like being a part of my community makes me want to do like, when I think about like travel, like it's this thing that I talked about with the restaurants of like, I want to go explore San Diego. I want to go somewhere that I haven't been before, be a part of where I'm at like right now, and like make that a staple of my year. So
I love that.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. Yeah. I have not done that in a minute, so I am feeling rejuvenated to try. I used to like try and go to a different coffee shop or, and then I'm like, Starbucks is down the road.
It is like right there though. It's really unfortunate.
But yeah, I could go off on state of this country, but I will refrain and just know that you're not alone. And it's going to be a good year. Yeah. It's going to be a big year and a fun year and whatever kind of year you want it to be. But if you like the idea of writing a letter, maybe do that. There's no time limit on it. You could do it in April. Anytime.
I love it. Probably when I'll do mine.
Well, we love you guys. You know where to find us. Polite as Fuck Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.